Okay. I'm not gonna break my rule. Okay, guys, so welcome. If you're new, you're very welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I'm really happy to have you. Where are you watching from? How are you? I hope you all are great today. Today we're going to be making something really quick and easy to go. We're going to be making a Scotch. Come on, my coconut head. Welcome everybody. Let me welcome you all. Welcome everyone. Welcome. We're making something really quick and easy to go. Something that is going to be quite... Ooh, that's the fabric I'm going to be using. Very, very easy to go by. Okay. So, I hope that you're going to find this tutorial helpful. I've been having this fabric for a very long time. How come? I've been having this fabric for a very long time now, so I just decided to use it. Okay. Everybody, welcome. I'm trying to get some. Let's wait a little bit for more people to join. So we can go ahead and start. So I used to have some time. When I'm looking for something, I cannot find it. But if I'm not looking for it, I'm going to get it. Okay, guys. So, sorry. We are almost 14 people in the building. Okay, this is what we're going to be using for this project. It's going to be an easy one, very, very easy. Like I said, it's going to be a very easy one. I'm going to be making the skirt with elastic. My elastic, the top. This is going to serve for the back. Our scissors, chalk, and ruler. I've installed my thread already. We're going to start with the skirt first of all. So I have gone ahead and cut the length of the skirt because I didn't want it to kind of take a lot of time. I've cut the length of the skirt. So this is going to be an elastic skirt from the waist. It's going to be a very easy one, just elastic. So I went ahead and fold about 2 inch here, 2 inch, but my elastic is 1.5. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just hem this all the way straight. Then I'll go ahead, fold it inside like this. Yeah, no, or I'm going to do it up like this. I'll just fold it inside like this, and I'm going to hem that up, making sure that I create a elastic casing for my skirt. You see, I create that casing I'm looking for the skirt. Okay. Now to get the amount of material you'll be needing, because this is an elastic, want it to be much fuller, even though this one is not going to be that fuller, but this is the fabric I had at home. Okay, what I have here is my round waist. Look, this is what I have. Normally, if you want to make a gather skirt, it's normally round waist multiplied by 3 or by 4, depending on how fuller you want it to be. So what I have here, my round waist is a 28. This is one. I come back again. It's another 28, which is right there. And I come back again. And this one here I have is 25, almost, yeah, 26. Let's just say 26. So almost 3 times my waist. Normally, you're supposed to multiply your waist by 3 or by 4, depending on how fuller you want it to be. But since I do not have enough fabric, this fabric, I've had it for a very long time at home. So I decided to make something very easy. This is summer, so it's quite easy for summer. All right, so we're going to be starting on the skirt. Then next thing, we're going to go move to the top. Okay, the top is going to be a little bit tricky, but we're going to know how to go about it. So first thing, we're going to start up. We're going to start up with our band, creating the elastic band for the skirts. Like I said, it's quite going to be a very easy one. So I'm just going to fold. As you can see this rough edge in here like this. I'll fold it in. Then I'm going to bring it up like this. I had already folded where the elastic is going to go in. Okay, I pressed that up so that I will not waste time. That's why you see this knit. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold this point up like this. And I will stitch. I will not be pinning that up, but I will just take it and stitch all the way to the other end. It's going to take us a while to finish, but definitely we're going to get there. So I'm bringing up my machine. I have already set my thread. Let's hope it's sewing. Okay. I set the machine thread. Almost the machine thread, because the one on the bobby is the machine thread, while the one on the top is almost the same. So I will grab my scissors and we're going to go ahead and start stitching right now. Like this. So I will start from here. As I stitch along, I make sure that I fold in. Remember, I said you're making it. For example, if your elastic waistband is 2 inch, you have to go ahead. What I have, this is exactly what I have for my elastic. It's 2 inch. You have to fold this part at least 1.5 inch, or you can even do 2 inch twice. Why is this thing falling now? Can you people even hear me? I do not even ask. I hope, yeah, it's on today. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say hi. Let me see. Can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, say hi. So I'm just going to go ahead and start stitching now, like this. Hi everybody. If you can hear me, say hi. Let me try to pin this tiny part here, like this. Make sure that we're going to be passing up our elastic. Remember, my length, the length is in, my length is included with the elastic waistband, okay? So the length of my skirt is 40. With this elastic waistband is 41, 42, no, 42. I'm glad you can hear me. Happy weekend. Which weekend today is? Oh my God. Today is Thursday. I'm already saying happy weekend. Can you imagine? Ha. Today I'm working. Tomorrow I'm working. Come on. Say happy weekend. As if we are already on weekend. We're almost there. So I'm just gonna stitch, and bear in mind that the the fabric I'm using is very, very light, so I need to use a needle that is a very small needle. So the needle I'm using is 80. Okay, it's size 80. That's just it. If you're using a fabric that is light, make sure that you use a needle that is very small, because if not, it's not going to stitch. Yeah, it's going. As I go, I will just adjust my fabric, making sure everything is good to go, like this. All right. I just want it to be neat. Very, very neat, because I don't have an overlock machine, so this is the other way. Okay, as I stitch along, I make sure that I check if everything is good to go. Right, I'm just folding about 1/2 inch inward. As you can see, the fabric is good. There was this I wanted to make with this fabric, but the fabric wasn't going to be enough. There was one dress I made some years backwards on YouTube. It was so beautiful for summer. Each time I stop, I make sure that I go ahead and my needle should be down when I'm stitching. My needle should be down. Remember they say so you need patience to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So we just keep on going, stitching and going. The fabric is beautiful, right? It's very, very beautiful. I bought this fabric some long time ago. That was more than, I think, 2 years. Today I was just, checking stuff at home. As usual, checking fabrics. Nothing like stuff. When I came across the fabric, I said to myself, let me quickly rush and make something for summer. Summer is here, so we need to enjoy the summer. The skirt is going to be an very easy one. So got the skirt. Hello, how are you? Are we fine? Are we cool? Please don't forget to check out my YouTube, Anita Handmade Creation. For those of you that are not following me up, you have not subscribed, check it out, Anita Handmade Creation. TikTok, Anita Handmade Creation. For those of you watching directly from YouTube, please follow me up on my Facebook page. Anita Handmade Creation, TikTok, Anita Handmade Creation. Like I said, the skirt is going to be an easy one. Right, so this is my elastic. Now, my elastic is going to be my round waist. Round waist. As you can see, this elastic is quite very stretchy. Very, very stretchy. You see my face, I've put on my glasses today. So the matter is... So my elastic is quite very stretchy. What I'm going to do is, normally, when your elastic is stretchy, sometimes... you can go ahead -2, 3 inch, 4 inch, depending on how stretchy the elastic is. See, you can see the way the elastic is stretchy, right? So let me just go ahead. My round waist is My round waist is 28. 28, I'm going to go ahead. I'll be minus, let's see what I have here. I'll minus 4 inch from there, okay? Because this elastic is very, very stretchy. And if you even check 4 inch, then I'll be needing 1 inch for joining the side seams together, so making it 5 inch. My elastic is very stretchy. If your elastic is not that stretchy, if your elastic is not that stretchy, look at how stretchy the elastic is, okay? So it's going to pass through. If your elastic is not that stretchy, go ahead, minus. Highest you can minus from there is 4 inch. Or you're going to highest you can minus is 3 inch if you're working on that stiff elastic, okay? But this one, if you can see, right, is very, very stretchy and it's that weak elastic. So let me see my safety pin. I'm going to grab my safety pin right there, like this. I'll pin my elastic to it. I'm going to pin my elastic like this. Pass it through that elastic case in that way, just from stitching right now. This one, I'll pass it all the way to the other end. Okay, like this. You see, right? Just make sure that it goes inside. I saw this skirt. I saw it where? Where did I even see this skirt yesterday? I saw this skirt on Shein. Yeah. I was looking for some more stuff. Elastic with this crop top, but they did not have a crop top. I'm just gonna pass through all the way to the other end. Right? As you can see, the fabric is beautiful. There was this thing I wanted to make with it. You know this wrap hand, right? I once made that wrap hand. This wrap hand, but it takes a lot of fabric. That's why I could not even make it up with this. So I'm just gonna pass the elastic inside. You can see this is the banner of the. Woo! That fabric now is giving. The fabric is giving. So I'll continue passing it all the way to the other end. So I get to the other end, sorry. Making sure that my elastic doesn't wrap inside. I don't like it when my elastic wrap inside there. I don't really like it when I see. So I don't like it when my elastic wrap inside. And see, I just go pull around. Hello, my beautiful people. Sophie. It's Safi. Nana. Nena. Nena. Ese nombre es un nombre español. I pull the elastic inside, making sure that it doesn't go, everything should not go inside. Ooh! See, where is it? Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm just telling you, just from saying that everything should not go inside. Luckily, I have this. Let's see. Pull the elastic back outside. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin. Yeah. Now we can go ahead and pull it to the other side. Okay. My beautiful people in the building, I hope we good. Today is Thursday. I was thinking that today is already Friday until I was wishing you people happy weekend. Can you imagine? Huh? And I'm even working tomorrow. I'm here saying happy weekend. Can you imagine? You see the elastic inside, right? It's giving. The fabric is light, then the thing is just giving me the vibe too. How are we? Are we good? I'm making sure that elastic doesn't wrap inside, okay? I may even have to go ahead and stitch on it because I don't like when my elastic wrap inside there. I don't really like it when the elastic gets to wrap inside. I don't like it at all. Okay. You see how beautiful it is, right? Very, very beautiful. I'm actually making sure that my elastic is straight inside. Like I said, I don't like it when my elastic is wrapped inside the stuff. You can see? And here at this end, I'll just wrap it up. Then I'll just join this part up like this. Okay? I'm gonna join it up like that. I'll join it up to this other end, and I'm going to stitch. So as you can see, so guys, I'm going to stitch like this all the way straight downward. You can see the skirt is very, very beautiful. Very, 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 very beautiful. Very beautiful. So I'm going to be stitching 1 inch. Now 1 inch, half inch. Half inch. Half inch is good to go. I'm going to be stitching half inch. Half inch. Can you see that? Half inch. I'll be stitching half inch. I'm going to just go ahead and make sure I back stitch. Take it all the way straight down. What is it pulling up? Okay, like this. Let me go again from the beginning. It was kind of pulling, you know, like I said, this fabric is quite very light. The fabric is light, so okay, like that. Each time I want to arrange something, I just go ahead and make sure the needle is down. Okay. When I get to, this is the end here. So I'm at the end now. So good so far. Everything is good. I was thinking I'm going to zigzag, but I'm not going to zigzag. So good so far. Everything is good. I'm just going to fold. You can use a hemming gum for this part. I'm going to fold 1/2 inch inward. Just a little bit like this. I'll be hemming that up. Okay. And we'll be done with the skirt. See, very easy and simple. Very, very easy and simple for the skirt. The problem is we have to hem a little bit. I'll move now to the top. So I'm going to be folding 1/2 inch. Let's just say 1/2 inch is good. Just that small line. 1/2 inch is good to go. Why is everything pulling up? No, that's good to go. Like I said, this fabric is quite very light, so to make it up like this, I've already made my summer skirt. Something I wanted to buy yesterday. I've already made my summer skirt. Already. Like that. Like this. We're almost in here, so we've actually done hemming the skirt. It's an easy one. Okay, now that I am done, the next thing we just need to do is to press the skirt at the downer part and relax out the elastic. Relax, press it, not at the downer part. You're gonna press to relax the elastic up, okay? And then press this part to keep it neat. Our skirt is done. Look at it. Isn't this beautiful? It is very, the elastic is kind of wrappy. I don't like it when the elastic is twisted inside. I'm thinking, So I will be pressing on the elastic to relax it up. This is it, all right? Our skirt is ready. As you can see, very, very beautiful. Beautiful. See? Very beautiful material. So I was just thinking that if I had bought much, I would have been or make something very beautiful. A beautiful dress I wanted to make with it. That's, this full circle and then open back dress with gather sleeve. Oh my god, I made something like that some last time. It was I love it. So the skirt is good to go. We'll move this aside. Our skirt is good to go. We move that aside. I'm going to work now on the top. Like I said, the top is going to be easy. A little bit easy, I can say. I'm going to go ahead, fold my fabric into two. Fold my fabric into two because we'll be cutting we'll be working on the front part first. Fold my fabric into two, like this. Like that. So my fabric has been folded into two. And this is what I have folded into two. I want to check if it is too bright. Yeah, no, you can actually see what I'm doing there. Okay, so I folded my fabric into two. This is it right there. Now, no, this part I want to zoom it so that you can really see, right? Okay, now like that. Okay, so I folded my fabric into two. I'm gonna take up my chalk like this, pin that up. Let's pin this part up and pin this up. This fabric is quite very light, so we're going to be very careful when we are working. So let me check. I want to check what we have there. The fabric. You know something? I'll go ahead and fold it into four. I'll fold it like this. So we'll be cutting the lining for the front together. Let's see what we have there. When you fold it, it should be 1/4 of, it should be half of your bust measurement. So I've just folded it into 4. I will take round bust. This is good to go. Round bust, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and so I folded my fabric into 4, right? Making sure everything is good to go right there. I folded it into 4. I'm gonna pin. I'm gonna pin here. And I'm gonna pin here. Right? I'm gonna pin here. Now that I am done doing so, let's take our ruler. We will draw a starting point like this. Yeah, this line, this chalk is good. It's a yellow one, I know, but it's good to go. I've drawn a starting point, even though I have the other chalk. If I use it, it's not really going to come out. Let me see. Can you guys see? Can you see? Yeah, the yellow lines are there. Okay, so I've just drawn a start point, which is this part with the yellow line. Let me go ahead and try to reconnect it again, because it seems like this fabric has yellow, so it's kind of difficult. now it's more visible. After that, what I'm going to do is to go ahead. I will put my let's just say I'm going to I want to see how long I want it to be. So I'm going to how long I want the top to be is going to be 12 inch. Let's take from my shoulder to okay. Now normally from my shoulder to my waistline is 15 inch. Okay, I'll go ahead, I will minus 5 inch from there. Okay, I'll minus 5 inch from there. Okay, from my shoulder to my waistline, remember my shoulder to my half length is 15 inch. I will minus 5 inch from there. Oh, yeah, 5 inch. I'm going to minus 5 inch or 5.5 inch. Let me do 5.5 inch. I'll minus 5.5 inch from there. Now I will go ahead now, measure, mark from the chest. This normally this is the chest line, from the chest to the bust point, from the chest to the under bust. The half length, okay, is 15, but I'll be adding at least 1.5 inch there. Okay, I will connect those points up with straight line. I'm going to do the same thing here, and I will do the same thing here. Okay, now that I have done doing so, the next thing I want to do is to come here. This point, I will go up by 2 inch to get where the normally my new armhole. Okay, this is the bust point line, right? I'll go up by 2 inch to get the new armhole because we're going to be needing that up. Now, after doing so, what I'm going to do is to go ahead. I'll be marking the nipple to nipple. My nipple to nipple is 7 inch, but because we're cutting it directly on the fabric, I will add half inch to it, making it 4. I'll go ahead and connect it up with a straight line from here to this one, all the way like that. After doing so, what I'm going to do is to go ahead now. I'll come here. I'm going to mark 3, let me see. I'm going to mark 3/4 inch here and half inch here. Now I'm going to mark half inch at this side. Yeah, half inch and 3/4 inch here. I will do that at the under bust 3/4 inch, half inch and 3/4 inch. You see, now this is the bust point. I'll come down by half inch. I'm going down by half inch just to avoid any pointed edge around there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and connect this part up like that. I don't want it to be too much pronounced. It's just a simple top like this up. Now after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and connect this up like this. It's going to be a normal small little curve, not too much curve, because we're not going to be patterning it. Okay, do the same thing here, like I said, a normal one on this point all the way to here. Okay, you see what I've just done there, right? Next thing I want to do is to go ahead. This is the chest, this is the armhole. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'll come here like this. I'll go up by half inch. This part here, if you want it, you just leave it up like this. Then from here, I'm going to go in by half inch like I did the other side. I'll come here. I'm going to go out by 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch right there. Then I will connect it to that 1/2 inch like this. The 1/2 inch, which is right there, that 1/2 inch I went up. I'm gonna do the same thing here, making sure it is not that curvy. This is just for the to avoid any gaping around there. Bust tightening. Now you see what I've got here, right? Next thing I want to do is to come here like this. I'm going to go ahead. I'll put 1/4 of my bust. I'm going to come here like this. I'll put 1/4 of my bust. Round bust I'm working on is 34 divided by 4. It's going to give me 8.5. Then I'll go ahead now. I'll be adding, just measure up whatever I have here, which is 3/4 inch. I'm going to replace it back there. 3/4 inch right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect this part up all the way to that point. All right. You see what I've just done, right? You can use your free hand. Where's the other crop that I always love to use? I'm just going to place it up like this, taking my time, making sure that this fabric does not really move. Like I said, it's not really a pronounced stuff, but when you get here, you can just flip it up like this, right? Flip it up. Now I will leave this part up here straight. It's going to be straight here. This part is going to be straight. And I've just connected it up here. All right. Now at the under bust, I'm going to put 1/4 of my under bust. Round under bust I'm working at is 30 divided by 4. It's going to give me 7.5. I'll measure up whatever I have there, which is supposed to be 3/4 inch. Plus that is going to give me 1.025. 3/4 inch plus 1/2 inch, 1.025. I'm going to replace that up. Then I will come on the waist. I'm going to put 1/4 of the waist, which round waist is 28. Then 3/4 inch, 1.025, which is right there. Then I'll go ahead now. I'll be adding up 3/4 inch. Let me add here. I'm going to add 1 inch. I will do the same thing here. 1 inch. 1 inch. Okay. I had already added 1 inch here, right? I did added 1 inch. No, I did not. I'm going to add 3/4 inch here. Then time to go ahead and connect that up. You can see the fabric is light, so we need to take our time. Okay, we're actually done with the top. This is short and tiny one. Now when I'm cutting this at this part, I'm going to leave at least 1/2 inch there. Remember, I am cutting it up. I have already added up my sewing allowance like that. Like I said, this part is going to be straight. 1 or 2. You can go ahead and notch this part here. Just notch it a little bit so that when you're joining it, you should know where exactly to join them up. So that when I'm joining it up, I'm going to go ahead and just join that part up. I already know that those parts are the ones that are going to join them up. And if you notice, when I was cutting on this top, I did not leave any 1/2 inch. Okay, I've not added any 1/2 inch here. Normally you're supposed to add, but I've not added mine. That's because I want the length to be a little bit shorter. Now for the back This part here, surely we're going to use it for our straps. If only we're going to be adding straps to it, yeah. If only we're going to be adding straps to it. I'm going to move this piece and keep it here. Now for the back, it's going to be very easy one. Easy one. Since the back is going to be having elastic to it, okay, we need to make it. So you simply take, this is the back. I'm simply going to put 1/4 of my bust, making sure that I follow this length here like this. Okay, now right to that end. Okay, now this is what we're going to do. 1/4 of the bust, not 1/4. I'm gonna go ahead and fold it like this into this. Okay. Okay, for the back, like I said, it's going to be an easy one. Since we're going to be making up elastic, what I have there is, remember, we've already cut half of our waist. It's 1/4 of the waist, 1/4 of the bust plus ½ inch to it by 2. I have folded it into 2. Okay, now this is how the back is going to be like. It's just going to be like this. Then we'll add up elastic to it, because we're not going to be adding a zipper to this project. Okay, no zip, no zip. The top is not going to have a zip. So let's check what we have there. Round bust divided by 2. This is, yeah, this is almost 36. We're not going to be adding any elastic to it. Okay, this is 18. Remember, we've already cut up the front. Normally you're supposed to have some extra inches, but that is going to be all right. Now one thing I want you to do for the not even straight here, the back, this part here, this is going to be the back. This part here is supposed to be open. Let's first of all finish on the front, on this part first. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to be hemming. Not hemming, we're going to be putting them up together. So I have my front, okay, I have both the lining for the front, okay, like this. We're just going to be picking them up, pinning them up together. That's why I had to notch it up, so that when I pick it up, where are the notches? I just join them up. Yeah. Okay, where is this other one? Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead, put the notches up together. I have 2 notches right there. I'm gonna come here. This is one. I'll pick and pin. Where's the other one? Oh, this part I did not really notch it well. But anyway, we're gonna pin that up. Come here. Pin this up. And this part is already matching up, making sure that we actually follow up that curve. Pin this up. Then I'm gonna flip to the other side. Come here. I'm a pin. So those notches, put them all together. This one here, I'm a pin here like that. Pin them up. Pin this other one. Is it even this one? Yeah, like this. I'm gonna pin this up right there. In this part, I'm just gonna join it up like that. The notches are already matching each other. If you want your top to have stability, you can go ahead and add an interface into it. I don't even have an interface, so I cannot add an interface into it. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. I'll do the same thing to this other piece. Pick, making sure I place the right side, which is what I did not mention before, but you have to place the right side facing right side. Right side facing right side. So because if you put the wrong side facing wrong side, by the time you are done, it's gonna look the opposite way. So it's always right side facing right side. I'm gonna come here and do it up like this. Mapping that up like this. Okay, flip this up. You know, it's when we are making, it's like when we are making a sweetheart dress, which I've done tutorial on that even. I'll pick my notch. Where's the notch? This one. Is this the one? Let's see. No, it's not that one. Okay, this one. I'll pick my notch and pin, then up like this together. Then I'm gonna bring this part up. I'm gonna pin. I'm gonna pin here. Okay. I'm gonna take it to the machine. I'll be stitching that up, okay? Stitching this up. But before we go ahead to stitch that up, I want us to just do this one as one, two. This thing is not even well long enough. You can see that it's moving like up and down. Let me check here. The line is supposed to be the same. I realize. So this part, what we're simply going to do to make sure that we close this top part, we close the top part of it. We close this top part here and also close this because we want it to be neat. And then after doing so, what we have to do is to go ahead, we'll be drawing some lines each. While we're going to do those lines inside the lines, we're adding up this elastic inside. Okay, so you want to make them as tiny as possible. Or I will not be drawing line, but I can use this as my guide, my sewing machine feet as a guide. Then I will just stitch it on it. So first close this part up while leaving this other side open. Okay, then now next thing is to flip it to the right side, press it up. Okay, let's go ahead and stitch. Choke. Move this aside. So we'll be stitching that up. Remember, I added up an allowance here, so I'm going to carefully stitch this up. I'm going to start from the bottom of it. If I say now from the downer part, I'll start from the bottom. I added half inch. That was Okay. If you have an interfacing, it's good for you to use. I start from the bottom again. Oh my goodness. That's good. It's still pulling up. I don't know why it's pulling up. I don't like it when it's pulling up. Let me go ahead and check. There we go. It's pulling up a little bit, so I have to retract this again. Like I said, that fabric is light enough for it to. But when we're stitching the skirt, it was not pulling up. So why is it pulling up now? Why is it pulling up now? I'm gonna stitch close. Is it pulling up? It's kind of pulling is good. So when I turn that up, then take it to the iron. Let me quickly go ahead and turn this up. Move the pins. You can even go ahead and fix notches. Move your pins up. This one has really pulled a lot. Anyway, we're gonna press it from now. If you have a tailor ham, go ahead and make use of it. Look at how I'm clapping my hand. You guys see the way I'm clapping my hands, right? Make use of your tailor ham now. The right time. But I don't have tailor ham. So anyhow I'm gonna press it up. That's how it's gonna be. And if you want to kind of add straps to it, this is the right time for you. You see? This is how this part is gonna be. Right? And this part will just come here from the back. Whoa! I'm checking. I need to add straps. I need to add straps. For my straps, this is what we left for our strap, right? For the straps. So I'm just kind of go ahead now and so you can see this fabric is very beautiful, right? It's beautiful. When I tell you it's beautiful, and I tell you something is beautiful, it's beautiful. My strap is not going to be that long. Normally when you're making up straps, you should get, what is that thing I kept here? I kept my brass strap. This has been pulled, I'm hoping so. Or you just take from here all the way to the back, okay, where you want it to be. So what I have is about 16 inch, which is going to be good. 16 inch. Let me see what I have there. You can just measure any of your brass strap. What I have there is about 14 inch, but remember this is stretchy. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut about that 16 inch. We're cutting 16 inch. 16 inch, adding 1 inch to it, making it 17. That is going to be for, this is going to be for my straps. Now, I'll just go ahead and cut this into 2, even though it's going to be too big. Normally, the straps are supposed to be tiny as possible. You can either choose to do like fold in like this, then fold in, then stitch on it. That one is up to you, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and separate this into 2 like this. I've even folded it like that. And you even see the line is I'll just take it to the ironing board now, press that up, half inch in, half inch inward, like this. I'm gonna press it up like this, half inch inward and half inch inward. Then I fold it again at the center and I press it. I'll be having those tiny little straps. Okay, let's go ahead and press this up. We're almost done. We're almost there. Okay. We are almost done. We are almost done. The iron is not even. me not make that iron too hot and instead go ahead and burn my fabric when I don't even have enough fabric here. So oh, my glasses. And now with the straps, I'm pressing up the straps. Okay. We are almost done, guys. We are almost done. As you can see, the straps are very tiny. Now we have to go ahead and stitch our strap first. You can do it the other way around, right? You stitch and then you flip to the right side. Today I just want to do it this way. No stitch here because it was kind of tiny. So many units are here like that. I just have to go ahead and stitch the second line, which I'm going to do that and I'm done with the top, so that it's gonna look neat. Okay. I went ahead and pulled it too much. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and pick the front up and make sure that I mash up the lines. I'm gonna come here, bring this other piece, pin and pin them up together like this, right at the center line. Okay, I'm gonna take this other piece. Bring this one and put it up here like this, making sure that I pin them up right at that point, right, the center line right there. Then we're going to be pinning that up, and definitely we'll be stitching, but we're not going to be stitching this part now. Okay, we're going to leave this up. I just noticed, what is this part, this material? Why is it that one is bigger than the other one? Okay, now let's move this aside. We have to, when we're joining it up like that, yeah, we'll first of all just join it up from this top part here like this, join it up like that all the way to this other end, while leaving up the side seams, and join up the downer part. Okay, while leaving the side seams open, we'll put this inside. This part is going to go inside. Okay, after which we are done with everything. But before I go ahead now to stitch this other part, let me quickly here I'm gonna just go ahead and place it up like this. I have to place it up like this. I'll be stitching about half inch. My elastic is very tiny. This is the elastic I'm going to be using for it. Half inch. So I have to stitch all the way to the downer part. Okay, I'll not waste time. No, so that I will not waste time. So let me go ahead and stitch this part. I'm putting this part up together. If there's anything that is longer, I make sure that I'll arrange them. I'll be stitching it by half an inch. Okay. By half an inch away, I'm gonna stitch. got to my strap, back stitch right there, where my straps are. Back stitch right there. What happened? I'm pulling it too much, so let me go ahead and put it there. I always struggle to put this needle up like that when I have this. Put my thread up when I have that to put it pass the thread. Okay. I'm gonna stitch the bottom. But when I say the downer part, most of you come and say no. It's the bottom, the length. If I have an inch as well. And make sure that I'm not stitching up my straps on my straps. Back stitch when I get to the end, move this aside. And this part here, we're gonna just create some little tiny. You know something I'm thinking? If I should create a tiny one, or I should use this to make things more easier, not to waste a lot of time. Complete one. Yeah, this one is going to be good. Let me use instead this wide one instead of the black. Okay, so instead of using that tiny elastic, I'm going to be using this smart guide. This is about 3/4 inch. So we're going to be creating about one. Let's just take in measure. So I changed my mind. I'm not using that tiny elastic. Instead, I'm going to be using this one. Let me keep that chop. Okay, to save time. What I have here is about 1 inch. I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch from this top here. 1 inch. 1 inch. 1 inch. I'm marking 1.0 1.2 inch. Okay, 1.2 to save, because I think I need to really. All right, another 1 inch. Let's see what we have here. Okay, at this age, I think I'm gonna use one tiny. So it's time now to go ahead. This is really gonna save us time a lot, lots of time, a lot of time. Yeah. I just draw those lines all the way to the other end. Why is this 1 inch now? We're gonna save us time. Our time is, our time is precious. This is more than 1 inch. I have just changed my elastic, okay? Let me quickly check that. How is is the back thread. Okay, it's there. So we are going to just go ahead and put elastic casing, and I've made something like this before on this my page. I don't know if it is on this page or it's on YouTube. I just went ahead and pull. As I pull like that, the thing just cut it. Okay. The thing is pulling again, but I'm not going to stop. I'm not really going to stop because the thing is pulling. Like it's catching. I don't understand why this thing is making like this. I've set it at 3, yeah? The needle I'm using is tiny one. I don't want it to gather up. Let me better stitch. Then we'll see again. See the same. I see the way the thing is cutting. The fabric is light. I know that it's light, but this is not what. Why? When I was stitching this skirt, I set it at 1. And I stitched the skirt. This did not happen. Anyway, since we're going to be using elastic, you can go ahead and wrap. But now this is I went ahead and reduced the now it's better because I reduced the tension. So you can see this part here is straight, while this other one is like made a marker. Okay, when I stitch here like this, normally we're supposed to have, it's about 3 inch, meter. 1 inch should be here. Then come here, 1 inch. We're gonna divide this up. So the middle part is good, while the other side are just a little bit tricky. The tension now is about 2. The first one that I pulled, it cut. I don't know where it is. Is it the first one that I pulled? It came out, the thread. This is it. I'm going to repeat it right on it. That line. Tomorrow is Friday. Let's see, I'm not even able to pull it again after passing it through line. Okay. I want to do something like this, but on the bra top. So remember that top, that play pan that I made with the top. Yeah, the back was like this, while the front was normal. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The elastic is quite very tiny. So normally I'm going to be cutting my elastic at what we had here was about 80. I'll be cutting the elastic at 9. Yeah, 9 or 10. Now I'm going to do. No, let me check what I have there. Let me just say it's 18. That's 17. So I'll be cutting my elastic at 13 inch. No, let me cut it at 14 inch. 14 inch. And it be itat equi itan the 4 shambe for me. And there's one that is very much tiny in the middle. This one here that is tiny like that. I think I'm gonna use that tiny elastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we are done doing so, I think we are ready to go. Just install it in 5, 6. So this is how we're going to be doing, passing off the elastic. This is just it. Right, pass the elastic up like that. Let me check the time. Ooh. To the elastic casing that we just created. If you want, you can use elastic thread. Okay, you can stitch this with elastic thread, but doing this up with elastic thread is going to take me more time than what I have here. So okay, what I still have there is the elastic is much more longer again, showing that I'm going to have to cut this again because I want it to be fitted. So I've just cut about 1 inch right there. So I just want the back to be something like this on the back. Okay. So this is how we're going to be passing up the elastic till we get to all the other. You see what I've just done, right? I'm going to cut the same 1 inch. I'm going to come here and pass this inside too. Like I said, my brad top that I did it up like this too, but it was with the small elastic, those tiny one, so it was more beautiful. But anyway, this is for the back, so you're going to just see, it's going to look like something like this at the back. You can see this part here, the casing wasn't that big enough. Just pull and pin. I want to make sure that my elastic doesn't run inside. By the time we're done, we'll adjust that up. You see? And my stitch one in. Okay. We are almost done. We are almost done. Okay. Pass this one to this other end. Night, everyone can keep my eyes open in this school. Good night. Good night. Good night. Normally I should be sleeping by this time because I'm working tomorrow. I start work at 8 o'clock. But because I've noticed that when I come live in the afternoon, most people are not there. When I come around this time, everybody is mostly here, so that's why I choose to be doing night live stream. But it's good to know that there are actually people here. Look at my glasses. When I put on this glasses like this, watching me to the end, which is very important. put here. How are we get my knee? I don't know. Kind of rough. This is my nail that I've tried to grow it. This one is gonna be the tinier one. This one in the middle. Which one is that? Let's see. Like I said, if you want, you can go ahead and use elastic thread to stitch this. But elastic thread is gonna take more time. The elastic thread is gonna come out very beautiful, but to stitch this small thing, I can take about 1 hour on elastic thread. Then I try the elastic has started wrapping inside. I'll try my best to pull this straight. Up, yeah. When you press it up, it's going to lay flat. You see now? We have this one, and this one. We have 3 left. Now we'll just go ahead and stitch this up here to actually for it to be flat, to relax the elastic inside. This one here we will be left with 2. Now we are almost done with the top, and the skirt is very beautiful, super summer wear. I choose to do the top like this, the back like this, because it's not every time one will be putting something zipping up and down. Choose to do it like this, so that at least it should not have a zipper, but the back is gonna just, we'll be able to put it on without no issue. Right there. Okay, making sure that the elastic is open, it doesn't get twisted. Pull this a little bit inside. You see now? Hey, I hope, okay, I'm holding it so. You see, this is able to go to the back. Then we have two left. This one I'm thinking if it is that tiny one, because the thing is not that big. I don't want it to be looking the tiny elastic. No, this one is too small. This one that was kind of. It's still the same thing. It's not the same thing with that. This one can go here. This one is that tiny one, because there's one hole that is kind of very tiny. This one here, the H is kind of very, very too tiny. So I made a mistake there. So I'm going to be putting it. This one should be that tiny one. Remember I said when your elastic is stretchy. For example, I took my round bust, divided by 2. The front, 1 part, the back, 1 part, and then you're going to add some, if you have fabric, make sure that you add at least 5 inch to it. 5 inch to the back part, because it's going to have an elastic, so you need to be really it needs to be bigger than the front a little bit. But hopefully the front is going to have at least 1 inch from there, so you should be able to balance it off a little bit. This, I said it was going to be a tiny one. It's a very tiny elastic. The hole was kind of very tiny. We still have 1 hole remaining. So I'm trying to, this elastic is being as wrapped inside, so I'm trying to kind of, I don't understand how manage. There's this one, right? Yeah, this one. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Now we have this other one. Okay, we'll cut 1 more elastic. Yeah, one more. And we'll be ready to go. It is really good to know that you guys are there watching it. Because sometimes I come in the day like this, nobody is there. So I've decided that I should be coming and looking. I come in the day, I'm struggling to have 5 people there. So I said, maybe let me try this time. Because definitely I know maybe people sometimes are busy during the day. Okay. So when I pass the elastic all the way to this other edge, to this other end, I'll just go ahead now, pin. Okay. I'll pin the elastic in such a way that it will not wrap inside when I pull that up. Okay, now that we are done with this certificate that I use for today, we are going to go ahead and just stitch here like this. Stitch and stitch there to hold the elastic inside. Then we can take it now. Let me put this aside. Put this aside. I'll bring it. I'm going to be stitching about 1/2 inch away. Remove all the pins. So we're going to trim all those elastic hanging right there. Okay. Here we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to stitch about 1/2 inch. You see, the skirt was quite like very easy to go. The top is not with this of this stuff, and I have to cut the top. Now, when I'm done stitching the top together, what I'll have to do is to go ahead and press this elastic to relax that up. With the basket. Press this up. This is like one tiny girl. This is for me. Hey, imagine. Can you believe this? Press the elastic to relax it up. Now, simply go ahead. Start this up. We'll flip this to the right side. I think I'm going to press this up. I'll have to press the side, so I'll just profit to press the other part. Alright, I'll have to press the hem here, the downer part. And it's just as broken, I think. It's broken. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pin up and press this up to lay it flat. I'll just profit to pin. If you check that now, the front is now way bigger than the back, okay? Which is not supposed to be so. Okay, so let me go ahead. Easily press this up with the steam iron. Press this top part here, like this, to lay everything flat. And we'll add it up. You can add a bra cup inside, but since I'm going to be wearing up bra, they will not do. I will need, if I had bra cup, I should have added it in there. But no, I don't have. But I have to fold this part inside so that at least when I'm joining that up, it should be neat. And also this other part here. Okay. Okay, guys, so we are almost done. I'll keep on telling you that we are almost done, but we are not done. So I went ahead and pressed 1/2 inch here at the side, okay? Inward. This part here, I don't really like how it's looking. Inside there. I went ahead and pressed 1/2 inch from the side inside. Now we're gonna take this one side, we're just gonna put it inside like this, like that, and put this one inside like this. I'll kind of just stop stitch there, right? Making sure that we are putting everything nicely. It should get right to this end. We'll top stitch, okay? And not like we're topping stitch, we have to stitch on it. I say top stitch like that, some of you understand it to be a different way. I'll first of all do this, then I'll put it the other side in there, then we'll stitch, okay? That way, the only thing we need to do, see the way the elastic is relaxed, right? I just want to cross check here. Time for us to ask yourself if you can really stitch that good. Okay. I'm gonna just come here and stitch the other side that is gonna be a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set my machine to this tiny zigzag stitch, a tiny one. So I'm setting my machine. I'll be using this tiny zigzag. You know when you're creating up something that is stretched, right? Tiny one. I'm setting it at 2-2. Tension at 2, everything at 2. So that is going to be really secured. Yeah, I'm going here and start from here. What's tying in elastic? Tying in zigzag stitch. Because if I stitch a straight stitch, definitely by the time I try to put it on, it's gonna break the thread. Okay, so avoid that. Those tiny, you can see, very small one. So my tension, I set it at 2. My thread length at 2, the width at 2, everything just 2. We're putting this inside again right there, and this is almost done. We are almost there. Almost done. If there's any way that I do not stitch, I'll make sure that I go ahead and put it inside, then we stitch that up. The kitty, I pin that up. I'm taking away how the straps are. Okay. There's a place where I've not stitched, but I will go back later on. Come here, take this and put it right to this end. Come here, I'm gonna do the same thing right there. Here at the center, I'm gonna make sure that I put them in between that point, and I'm gonna just go ahead and pin that up. So as I will take it to the machine right now. You have to go ahead and stitch. As I stitch and go along, make sure that I have to check it if everything is good at the where I want it to be. So now we're done stitching. The top is like this. You can see, right? The back is gonna be like this. And then I pull and put that on. I'm still wondering if you can see, right? Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead now and put the elastic. This my straps. I will kind of just stick it up here, but I need to put this on. This is the last thing we're gonna do with the dress. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll have to put the top on and pin that up like this. Then we'll give a small zigzag stitch right there, and like this. I'll also do the same thing, and with small zigzag stitch, and everything is good to go. So it's gonna be right. You see, any thread that's hanging, I will trim that up, and it's as beautiful as the skirt. This is it. Alright, so I hope you find this helpful. If you do, you can see, right? Isn't it beautiful? If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. I hope to see you some other time. Bye bye. Bye bye, my beautiful people. Bye bye. It's beautiful.